Hi guys, it's Miss Austin and I wanted to go over the new material, which is solving a system by substitution. So I'm going to go over the notes and then there's going to be an assignment in Delta Math. So the last one you were doing solving systems by graphing. You would graph these two lines here and here, and then you would find where they meet. Well, graphing isn't always the best method. So there's also a method called substitution. So here's the steps. Step 1, you solve for one variable if needed. In other words, when you're looking at these two equations, you want one of them to say x equals or y equals. So you'll notice here, this says x equals. So we're good. We don't need to do that step. It's already ready to go. And that one is going to be my substitute. This stuff is going to substitute in for x. That's why it's called substitution. So step 2, we're going to sub that information, y minus 7, in for x in the other equation. So here's my equation, 2x plus 5y equals 7. I'm going to now take that y minus 7 and I'm going to sub it in right there. I make a spot for it and I plop y minus 7 in. I do the distributive property, 2y minus 14. Now I solve my equation, combine like terms, I get y equals 3. Now, if we remember what we're doing here, we're looking for where two lines run into each other, so that's a point, not just one number. I'm looking for the ordered pair. So step 3 is now I'm going to take this answer and I'm going to plug it in to one of the equations and be an efficient mathematician here. You wouldn't want to plug it into the top one. That's way more work. You would want to plug it into the equation that's already set up for x. So now I know y is 3. So I'm just going to plop a 3 right here. X is negative 4. So now I know the point where they run into each other. Negative 4, 3. Next one, I have two equations, and I'm trying to figure out where they meet, or the one point that they have in common. Step 1, solve for a variable if needed. Well, I don't need to. Look, this one's already set up for y. Y equals. Okay. Step 2, I'm going to substitute this in. Technical difficulties. I'm going to substitute this in for y. So right here, I've got a sub for y. I'm going to plop that x minus 5 in there. Boom. I'm going to do the distributive property. Be careful with that negative. Negative 3x. Negative times a negative makes positive 15. Here comes our solving equations. Combine like terms. X is 8. A lot of students will accidentally stop here. We cannot forget we're looking for an ordered pair. We're looking for the x and the y. So now step 3, we take that answer x and we plug it in. You could plug it into either equation, but if you're trying to be efficient, do the one that's the easiest, which is going to be the one that was already isolated, right? So you're just going to plop the 8 right there. Okay, and now the fourth step is to write the final answer, 8, 3. I am going to have a Delta Math with some of these to try. Do your best. I will have some drop-in Zoom sessions this week, and you can also send me an email or you can send me a remind. Hope everything's going well.